Okay, so hello, chickadees. Glad you could join us for. We've got a message tonight from the board, and I have a little story to tell you behind this message. So, this is why I've done two videos. I don't know if I'll post them at the same time or not. Honestly, it's just a matter of. Actually, it probably won't happen. I'll just tell you that right now. It's getting a little bit late in the evening, so it's probably not going to happen. But I did want to pull some cards live. But let me give you a little bit of background about the message tonight. The message, and I'll just start by telling you what the message is. So, the message that we have is be calm. Oma loves you always. Be calm. Oma loves you always. Now, if you're not familiar, the word Oma in German is grandmother. And when my grandmother is on my board, she's one of the main guides in my life. And when she comes through for us, for all of us, you included, that's the name that she uses. And her coming through tonight was just so special, and it touched my heart so deeply. And so I asked her some clarifying questions, and that's what I want to share with you. So I have sisters, I have three sisters, and the first thing I asked her was, is this a message? Well, first of all, I knew before the message came through that it was a message for the YouTube community. So I'm going to post, obviously, I've already told you what it is, so we're posting it here. And I asked her if this was a special message for my sisters as well. And so I texted them a short video that so they knew that this message was, there was a special component of this message just for them. And so if your grandmother is alive, okay, that's fine. The one thing I did clarify with the board was I asked them, in the YouTube community, the folks that see this video, is the term Oma synonymous with their ancestors? And the answer was yes. So this is your ancestors giving you this message to be calm and that your ancestors will love you always. So that's the message for you if your grandmother is not alive, or if your grandmother is alive. I asked a lot of clarifying messages that my sisters got to see specific to my specific family, so that they kind of had a nice, intimate moment, hopefully, with her as well. But my grandmother, it has been very, very close to me. Like when I was getting the message, I could literally feel her touching me. And she's been close to me for many, many years. And I've clarified that it's not just years in this lifetime, but we have been together for many, many lifetimes, and that we have a soul contract with each other. So we continue to play out roles with each other when we, lifetime after lifetime. So I had a lovely conversation with her tonight. And I want to tell you that not only is this message for you, right, that we are to be calm, we're being encouraged to be calm, and that our ancestors love us always. This is the second kind of message I've gotten from her about that in the last probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. This is the first time we're posting something here, but this message is pretty consistent from her. I also, in addition to that, she asked me to pull cards from 3 card decks. These are kind of, I have a feeling, I haven't asked her yet, but I have a feeling that this Wisdom of Hafiz is her favorite deck. And I should ask her that. I will ask her that at some point in the future, because I'm asked to pull cards from this deck an awful lot, like almost every single time. And I know that she is one of my main guides. So I've told you that Hera is the name of another of my guides who is usually like almost 100% there. And my grandmother is usually with her, or sometimes my grandmother will take the lead. So they were very specific. My grandmother was Oma. the Wisdom of Hafiz tonight, and it's the first deck we'll pull from, and there are three. So we will pull from Wisdom of Hafiz, and then we will go and pull from Mystic Manifesting, see what the message is from that, and then the last deck we will pull from is Divine Compass. So I've already asked her the order, asked her which decks. We've gone through all of that. So at this point, we are ready to pull some cards. So we'll just see what the message is about our ancestors loving us always. So can you give us some additional clarity and additional messages on what it means for our ancestors to love us always and for us to be calm? Okay, so be calm. Oma loves you. Be calm. Your ancestors love you. What additional messages do you have for us? Let's see. Oh, one popped out. There's one. Let's see if there's any more. There's another one. Okay, so let me just ask real quick. I'm going to use the pendulum to do that. So I've been working with some dowsing rods. I'm not quite there yet to be able to use them. So with consistency, it's getting better, but the pendulum is super consistent. So, all right. So Oma, the cards that are before me, are these cards the cards that have the message for us out of the Wisdom of Hafiz deck tonight? Yes. Are there additional cards? Thank you. Are there additional cards to the two that have come out of the deck, out of the Wisdom of Hafiz deck? No. The card on the left, does that have part of the message? Is that part of the message this evening? Yes. The card on the right, is that also part of the message? Yes. Okay. We'll go with both of them then. So, all right. So we'll start with the card on the left, and that card is card 31, Retreat. I think we've seen this one before. I know I've seen it recently, so I don't know if we've pulled it here on the channel or if I pulled it independent of the channel, but this one is one that I'm pretty familiar with, but I'm going to read it because I don't want to mess it up. So, all right, so just here's the image for you, the card. Oh gosh, here we go again with this camera, right? I love this so much. So we have this beautiful swan. We have the floating castle on the cloud. So just take a look at the image. Whatever comes to mind is what the divine is trying to tell you. So this is called Retreat. So 3-1 in numerology is 4. So you can look that up. I'm still trying to learn numerology. It's on the list of a long list of things for me to learn. But here's the saying from Hafiz. Alone in the desert, alone in the woods, alone in the hills, so helped me to see more who we are, and to sing so charmingly the heavens sat in my palm. That's beautiful. Alone in the desert, alone in the woods, alone in the hills, so help me to see more who we are, and to sing so charmingly the heavens sat in my palm. Wow. Now, so here's the additional message that goes with it. Now is the time to retreat from an argument, from an outdated belief system, from a dying dream, or even from the noise of the world. Create a safe space for hermitage. Cease all effort. Back away from whatever holds your power hostage right now and seek a shelter for your growing awareness. Wander, hum, rest, go idle. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you can see more clearly who you really are and what next steps are in alignment with your highest good. So I know that this is what I'm being called to do is to retreat, is to make that hermitage, create that safe space, that space where I can get quiet. So, retreat. Okay, let's see what the next card is for us. So, retreat is the first one. The second one is have courage. We've had this one before too, I think, and not long ago, I don't think. So, I don't know. I have shuffled these cards. I promise I've shuffled these cards. So, all right, so this one is 43. So, this is the message they have for us. And that obviously, if we see cards over and over again, I shouldn't say over and over again, but if we see cards repeatedly, it to my intuition, and I, can't speak for your intuition, but mine is saying there's a deeper meaning here, Molly. There's a deeper meaning. Look again, look again, look again. All right, so this is 43. Have courage. So this is a 7 in numerology. And what a gorgeous card. That elephant is just so beautiful. So here's the saying that goes with it. This is super simple and just beautiful. Every moment is courage and hope. Every moment is courage and hope. Wow. The expanded meaning says that it is better to have courage than to have regret. In the long run, one is far more costly than the other. Courage is the open-heartedness it takes to be present in the world, even while afraid. Oh my gosh. Having the heart to forgive when no one asks, possessing the daring to try something new, even when afraid of ridicule or rejection. Embody the love of curiosity and compassion. When everything in your world insists on smallness and predictability. Let me repeat that. Embody the love of curiosity and compassion when everything in your world insists on smallness, right? Smallness and predictability. These are the ways of the everyday heroine on her journey to an authentic, wholehearted life. What does this mean for you? Put it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. I know for me, this is an ongoing theme for the last couple of years, which has been to be authentic. I thought I was being authentic. and to the degree I was able, I was being authentic. And I'm being called to take that to another level now. So that's what this means for me. This is the part of the be calm, right? Just be calm, be authentic, have courage. So these are just beautiful. I'm just thrilled with these. So, all right. So that's the wisdom of Hafiz. Let's go into mystic manifesting and see. Maybe I'll shuffle these cards just in case I did earlier. But let's go ahead and shuffle them again. So this deck and then Divine Compass, they both have the messages right on the cards, so you'll be able to read them right there on the screen. So, all right. So let's see what the message is today out of Mystic Manifesting. The message, the deeper meaning or expanded message that the board has for us, and Oma, you in particular, with regard to be calm. Oma loves you always. So what is it that our collective ancestors want us to know specific to that message? There's one that popped out. Let's see if there's any others. So if you can't see, I'll try to raise this up a little bit, or maybe I'll put this down so you can kind of see the deck a little better. So I just look for specific ones to pop out. I let Spirit see. Here's one. I don't know if you can see that real well, but here's one that kind of popped out at us. May or may not be what they want. We will ask them. So what extended message do you have for us out of this deck? Ooh, okay, so I don't know if you see this. This one almost popped out that much, so we're going to pull that one as well. So let's check in and see if these are the ones. We now have 3 of them that have popped out. So we'll see if this is what if they have any more messages for us. So, okay. All right. So, is the message that you have for us out of Mystic Manifesting, is it contained within the 3 cards that are in front of me now? Well, that's clear, yes. Are there additional cards in the deck that we should pull that have the message for us? Are there additional cards in the deck that we need to pull? There, okay, now they're getting clearer. Okay, they weren't very clear at the moment, and they were moving. I couldn't tell if they were moving to no, but they did move to no. Okay, so just to check, of the 3 cards that are in front of us, is the one on the left, does the one on the left contain meaning? Expand a meaning? Okay, does the one in the center? Yes, does the one on the right? Yes, so all 3 of them. Okay, we'll roll with it. All right, so here's the first one. This is real connection. Honor your divine essence and seek support from community. I find my spirit tribe. This is great. Even our journeys that we retreat, we don't do them alone, right? Find people that are like-minded, that are on the same journey, that can help you along the way, and you can help them along the way. So I have a wonderful, wonderful spirit tribe that I lean on pretty heavily. So, and it includes my board. My board is at the helm of it, actually. So, and your board of directors, your spirit team is as well. So, but this real connection, really honoring ourselves and our divine essence, and building that community. So it's a beautiful card. All right, the middle one is Between Worlds. Ooh, Between Worlds. Work with spirit to heal blocks and uncover deeper truths. This is exactly what has been going on with me for the last couple of weeks. Spirit is my true source. It absolutely is. There is no question in my life that it is absolutely my true source. There is nothing that is truer than spirit for me. And I love the look of this. I love this. This is like a tribal shaman. So I love it. Okay. Oh, powerful cards. All right. And then here is the last one out of this deck. This is Universal Design. This is a beautiful card with a beautiful mandala. So what does that image say to you? See yourself as part of a sacred web of life to your dream. I collaborate with spirit. Yeah, that's great. So the other thing I learned from my time with the folks at the surgical center that I talked about on the previous video was that I am part of that sacred web, and that when I resist something, that is absolutely part collaborating with spirit, and I don't have to feel bad about it, right? Our culture tells us feel bad about stuff, like no matter what you do, feel bad about it. You don't have to, right? You don't have to. If you're in touch with your intuition, you're acting, from a place of high vibration, you don't have to feel bad about anything. There's nothing to feel bad about. So anyway, sorry, I kind of went back to the other video there for a minute, but these are also just really beautiful, meaningful cards. So, okay, so that gets us to our final deck of the evening. I'm also going to just shuffle this one because I shuffled it before. And just so you know, I did, like when I first started my time tonight with what I call board meetings. I do call these board meetings, so you can ask my wife. So I did say a grounding prayer. If you want, I can put that prayer in the description of our future videos. So, okay, so this is the Divine Compass. This is the third deck. So, all right. So, board, what do you have for us out of this deck that expands the meaning of, oops, there's one that popped out already, that expands the meaning. Actually, for for the messages you have for us tonight about being calm and that our ancestors love us always. So, what additional message do you have for us from that? Okay, so this, I don't know if you can see this. This one popped out, so we're going to pull that. So that's the second one. So we'll see if they've got a third one here. Is there a third card with expanded meaning for being calm? Our ancestors love us always. Oh, the third one popped out, so we'll see. Okay. All right, so we will ask the board. Okay, board, so I have 3 cards in front of me. Do these 3 cards represent the meaning and the additional messages that you have for us for tonight? Yes. Are there any additional cards that we need to pull out of that deck? Yes, they're actually saying yes. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so if there's additional cards, please make them. Oh gosh, yeah, there's actually 2 that popped right out. Let's see if this does it. Wow, that's 5 cards. Perfect. Okay, all right, so, okay, board, so I now have 5 cards in front of me tonight. Do these 5 cards contain the message that you intend for us to get out of this deck? Yes. Are there additional cards in the deck that we have not pulled? Oh, no. Okay. All right, so starting left to right, is the first card containing part of the message? Yes. Does the second card contain part of the message that you have for us tonight? Yes. Does the third card contain part of the message for us tonight? Yes. Does the fourth card contain part of the message for us tonight? Yes. Does the fifth card contain part of the message for us tonight? Does the fifth card contain part of the message for tonight? Yes. Okay. I had moved my arm moved a little bit, so I wanted to make sure on that one. So we're in a card marathon tonight from the board. This is great. I love it. So, all right. So let's get to it. Here's the first one. This is Honest Echoes. So this says, listen to the whispers of your heart, for you will know the whole truth. Unwavering faith. So we have this theme. We talked about retreat and being quiet and still, and now we've got it again here. So listening to the whispers, and we had it, I think we also had it in, did we have it in that? Yeah, work with spirit to heal blocks. So I kind of put that in the same category, but definitely we have 2 cards that really are talking about this same kind of being still and knowing. Yeah, great card. All right, so here's the next one. So this one is Hidden Keys. Put things together piece by piece to reveal the bigger picture. Important parts. Oh boy. So, once you really start doing this and you kind of go down this path for a little bit, and I don't know where you're at on your journey, feel free to tell me. But for me, I've been doing this for a little bit, and this is one of the parts that I find the most fun, is really getting these pieces and pulling them together and seeing what they tell me. So, and what they reveal to me about myself and where I am and who I am, which we've seen that on these some of these other cards tonight too. So, Hidden Keys, what a beautiful image there. All right, so here's the third one. This is Gentle, here I go with the camera again. Gentle release. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents and just go with it. When we do this, the rare times that I'm able to do this, boy, is my life fun. Our lives are fun. We are not here to be so serious. We're here to have a good time. We're here to explore themes. We're here to work together to learn how to love, and to whatever the theme is that we have this life. That's why we're here. So just go with it. Just enjoy the ride. My one, I think I shared with this on a previous video. If I haven't, I'm sharing it now. My uh, every year I kind of put together a kind of a reminder of what the year is about. And this year, that reminder is that it's I only do what I love, and my life overflows with abundance as a result. I only do what I love, and my life overflows with abundance as a result. Is that financial abundance? Sure. Is it abundance of friends, abundance of just joy and happiness and peace and whatever it is? Abundance takes many different forms. But that has been my guiding kind of mantra, if you will, for the year. So that's really what this is, part of what this is talking about. All right, so here's the next one, and we have one more after this. This is Rough Road. Prepare carefully before you continue, for it's a long journey ahead. Take precautions. Yeah, so this is this is a lifelong journey for me. Actually, I'm not gonna. It's not hasn't been one life. It's been many lifetimes, parallel lives, the whole kit and caboodle. I was asking my grandmother tonight in my Q&A session with her, really, kind of how far back did our soul contract go? And I know it goes back at least to Atlantean times, and likely before, but I didn't go previous to that. So it is a long road. Sometimes it's rough, sometimes it's smooth. Sometimes we have to, we hit some bumps because we're bumping up against some subconscious issues in our minds, and we get to kind of smooth those out along the way. But it is a journey worth taking for sure. All right, here's our final card for the night. New heights. So I love this, and I love that this came after the rough road, because usually my experience has been the rough road leads right here. So new heights. Let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky and your growth potential. Every time I've grown, there's a little bit of a bump in the road. And so it kind of, that little rough road kind of hits before the path clears out and you have a growth spurt. So, so enjoy it. All right, well, that's it for tonight. That was a lot. They were very chatty tonight, and I love that. So they were chatty before, and they're definitely giving us a lot of wonderful messages to think through tonight and to see how they apply to our lives individually. So, let me know how what kind of messages you got. If you feel comfortable sharing, if you don't, that's perfectly fine too. And I just wish you well on your path and your journey. So, good night, chickadees.